Good evening, and let me do my usual spiel whenever I start a stream. Make sure the audio is okay. Wow, okay, I feel like I just got electrocuted here for a bit. Hmm. Is the avatar moving fine? Okay, there we go. Avatar's okay, audio looks okay, and welcome to That's Stranding, everyone. I've been very caught up in this game for a bit. Getting my little warning here. Weapon usage restricted. Yeah, to recap, anyone who's joining us, Uh, technically, we're supposed to be going over way, story-wise, not technically, I guess. We're supposed to be heading to the plate gate, and we actually started this bit of story right next to it, but I went down to these areas because I was curious what we would find in Sam's shelter, and just so anyone knows, there's absolutely nothing there except a pair of boots there. Now, if there is something else in this vicinity, I've not checked. And on the way, we basically took as much cargo as we could to increase the levels, the star ratings for each of the locations. We're doing pretty fine now, except for this one, I think. I still haven't been able to get Ciudad del Norte to, I think, 4 stars. Other than that, everything is around 4. The Boca, is almost 5 stars. Like we could probably max it out because I have a bunch of cargo for him as well. Along the way, I might go here too, just so we can find some more stuff for the C1 South distribution. Maybe not, right? Uh, Maybe I'll just head directly to the artist, deliver the stuff on the way, and actually do the story content for a change. Because most of these places are 4 stars already. And trying to max them out is taking a bit longer than I was intending. We can probably do it a lot faster when we're at endgame. So our next look. Wait, oh, wait, this is not what I need to do. I completely forgot. We have a bunch of stuff that I stored in the lockers. I was intending to take them and deliver them en route. It's a bit of a shame though, because I get the feeling that if and when I come out, the rain's gonna stop. So let's activate our terminal. Fabrication management, no, not you. Facility storage, yeah. I'm gonna leave the one for Villa Libre over here, and we're gonna take the ones for C1 South, the Baca, and the Artist. Probably take some weapons too, right? Because I've seen a lot of people request for weapons. Why do I have electric rods? I actually need to get rid of this stuff. I'm gonna recycle them. Probably from some time when I raided a bandit camp. Where are you? The things I don't need. Climbing anchor. In the bandit boots, right? They run out of. The tracking boots have been surprisingly, like, really versatile. Like, it hasn't been losing its durability, even though we've been using it for quite a while. So I'm gonna scrap these and make myself an extra pair of boots because I'd rather not be caught without them. Yeah, it feels kind of bad to have Sam walk around with bloody feet, to be very honest with you. Attached to boot clip. There we go. A quick adjustment of cargo to make sure everything's optimized. Now we can actually leave. Still raining though. Luckily for us, a lot of players have built us a bunch of timefall shelters and whatnot. The buck is over there. I'm actually slowly heading towards the timefall shelter down here, which is not ideal. Also, something tells me this region might actually be inhabited by BTs. Maybe later on. Because that little sound effect that you heard was usually the sound that you hear when there's a BT nearby, right? Oh, missed that Kyro crystal. It's giving a lot of some likes. Always helps to have some battery charge on our long trek. Traversing Mexico has been surprisingly pleasant because there have been so many structures placed by other players that I haven't been able to make use of. Like, I've almost never had to use a container repair spring or accidentally leave out my bike. In the middle of nowhere, running out of energy. Oh, is it actually clearing up? Yeah, it looks like the rain is clearing up. 20B delivered additional repair materials. Thank you, 20B. I haven't really built too many structures on my end, except for one watchtower near a bandit camp. Other than that, I've been entirely reliant on community stuff.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, it looks like people even left a lot of their tricycles over here. There's two right here.
Good to see you, Sam.
Good to see you too. I'm here with a bunch of your deliveries that I've found very far. I think I found one of the Baka stuff near Sam's shelter. Some of it is damaged though, unfortunately. Not peak condition.
Good to see you again. Thanks for coming out. I'll go ahead and process your orders. You managed to find this cargo for me? Speechless. Thanks.
I doubt we'll max him out right now, because I feel like the final star actually takes quite a bit. Yeah. Probably 3,000 likes is what I need for that. Expert transporter. Combat and stealth have been a bit more difficult to increase. I wonder why.
Pleasure as always. Hope I can call on you again.
I haven't really been able to stealth my way through a lot of the bandit camps because I keep getting found. Or is it because if I'm even detected even once, I'm wondering whether stealth just completely is disregarded. Like, do you need perfect stealth for that stat to increase? Oh, yeah, okay. I was wondering why. I don't remember using that bridge down there to get across. Must have been using this one. Keep on keeping on. That generator just appeared in the middle of nowhere.
This one's for you.
I think this one was around for a while, though. Or is that hologram a lot more common than I thought? Lots of delivery requests over here. Another vehicle. I'm wondering if people are just abandoning their vehicles in the middle of nowhere. Or is it just loading it into my game when someone gets off their vehicle? Because it sort of feels like that too at times. Cool. Yeah. Sure thing. I do believe we have some stuff for you as well, my good sir. Actually, we have 4 pieces of content for you. A lot more than I was expecting.
Bienvenido, Sam.
Bienvenido, Benjamin.
All this stuff. Never thought I would get here.
Yeah, as you can see, we need a lot of stars for the likes for the final star.
Thanks for everything. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Order complete. Well done.
I won't be back in Mexico for a while, right? So might as well give these guys something they can use. Let's fabricate some tools. Because I do believe we have quite a bit of materials. And it won't be too much of a problem to give it to the other people. Fabricate equipment. 2 tracking boots. 2 pieces of container repair spray. Give 1 ladder since I probably have one with me. And 2 ladders, 2 climbing anchors, 2 PCCs. Let's see. Cargo management. We can offload some stuff here. 1 container spray, and 1 ladder. Is the ladder actually on my? It might be on my, yeah, bike. There we go. Oh, some of it is actually outside. Should have been a lot more on the center over here. That's it here. And here. Hopefully they will use some of the stuff. Let me check what's on the trike. Yeah, it is on here. Okay, the PCC, the climbing ladder. Place in backpack. There we go. Before we're gonna offload the same things: container press plate, PCC, trekking boots, ladder, and a climbing anchor. Gonna put this on me. Balancing it all out. Gonna take a quick trail up the mountain slope to the artist. I do believe stuff for the former geophysics lab spawns there too en route, so we can probably take some. And there are usually some tools on the mountainside. No need for a charger by the looks of it. Yeah, there we go. The headache pills right here. Right, gotta be careful on the slope. Yeah, there we go. Until the wheels change, you're gonna lose a bit of momentum. And there always almost seems to be some sort of ladder or equipment here.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Sam, you're here.
I am. Though I think I only have one package for you. Not finding as much artist stuff. Most likely I will find more of your stuff in the bandit camp, which is nearby.
I was not expecting you to deliver this cargo. Is there anything
Now
you've done
she
so much for me?
is
I've made
actually.
such progress in my work. Maybe I can return the favor with this?
Thank you. I do like my greens. Although not sure if I like signal green. That's very bright. She is a lot easier to max out than the other.
You can use more of my materials if you like. It's okay. I want you to.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Hey, I've shared some color data I think will suit you. Got a feeling it'll be right up your alley. Ever since you started coming around, I sometimes find myself thinking back to when I first expressed myself through art. I feel like I've recaptured that passion while still retaining the maturity that's come with getting older. Anyway, my latest piece should be ready to share very soon. I'll post about it on the SSS. Keep an eye out, okay?
That dialogue must have been from getting her to 4 stars.
Well done.
Okay, wait a minute. What are you guys requesting here? Like I said, we won't probably back in Mexico for a while. Tools and fieldware. Okay, and should be something else around here. Tools and fieldware. Tools and fieldware. Why do you guys seem to need a lot of tools and fieldware? Okay, I gotten a lot of help from other players. So I'm gonna try to return in a bit. One more here. I even have enough for this stuff. 3 container repair sprays. 2 ladders because we have a third one. 3 anchors. Okay, 2 blood bags. PCCs are the one that actually hurts the most because finding metals are not easy. 16 items, and we should be able to give it to everyone around here. Fabricate. Try to load you up like this, Sam, but we're gonna give these away to the people here, so it should be only a few seconds. This is like doing your grocery runs. Alright, settle the cargo. 1 PCC, 1 trekking boot, 1 container repair spray, 1 ladder, 1 climbing anchor, and 1 blood bag. There we go. As before, 1 blood bag, 1 PCC, 1 tracking boot, 1 container repair spray. Did I put a ladder in? Ladder, climbing anchor. That ought to be it, right? Oh, I accidentally loaded into the cruiser. That was not my intention. PCC 1. I have an extra ladder. I should, right? Climbing anchor. Oh, this is only 2 racks, so I can actually give this one. Offload and send. I kind of doubt people even need these too much, but like if I'm having an easy time fabricating these, most likely other players aren't not gonna have too much trouble making those too. Still, it feels nice to send them. And with this, I believe we can head to the former geophysics research lab. Oh, it's raining. Honestly, I kind of prefer it when it does rain. Makes the whole trek a lot more relaxing. The only downside, of course, is all your cargo is being damaged, in this game, at least. Oh, come on. There's a package for the artist right here. You know what? I'm going to pick it up. I'll probably drop it off at the former geophysics lab, and then we'll deliver it when we come back to Mexico. Magellan is here too. There's a lot of stuff for people here. So did it stop raining so quickly? The weather here is like very unpredictable. Almost like you're living in the Maldives, where it can be sunny in the morning and then right in the afternoon it starts to beach downpour. There we go. Kinda glad we can pick all this up right on the bike. If you're using the... Oops. If you're using the old... van, it would be a lot more difficult. Some chemicals here too. Okay. A large... That's gonna stack up our stamina a bit. Weight. I mean, not stamina. Thank you for the charge. I will turn around, give you some likes.
Man, this one's for you.
I'm being very lazy by actually driving through this whole area on the bike.
Okay.
Okay, that has put us at medium. I'm gonna restack so that Sam doesn't lose his balance too much. A lot of the cargo is just going to go to the former geophysics lab though, because we're not going to go out of our way to deliver it just yet. But when we return to Mexico, we will pick this stuff up and deliver it to everyone, probably maxing out, right? Ow. Lots of stuff for the C1 knot, which is kind of odd to be finding way out here. Okay, there's one right over there as well. I feel like my general experience with finding lost cargo, at least in the old game, was that if you are finding it anywhere, it's usually you tend to find the stuff you need for the locations nearby, right? Illustration number 4 done. Thanks for everything, Sam. My 4th illustration is now complete. I could have never done it without you, of course. Take a look when you're chilling in your private room. I've already started the next one, so I hope you'll look forward to it. This will put us up towards the former geophysics lab too. A nice little path for us to go across.
Thanks for the help. Thank you, God.
You're in a bit of an awkward place, aren't you? And the wheels are not activating, so I'm sliding back slowly. Let's turn around. Prevent the momentum for a bit.
Stretch my legs.
Well, rather than stretch your legs, we're trying to get this piece of cargo right here. It's proving very elusive to pick up. There we go. Went from almost having nothing to reaching my weight limit right there.
kind. Came in handy. Thanks for your help. Thank you, kind.
You can't. Not too much for you, surprisingly.
Good of you to come visit. We've been waiting for you.
We have indeed.
Picked up some lost cargo, I see.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
My bridge link is like really high.
Appreciate the help as always. You take care of yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
Gonna store a lot of the stuff that we don't need, right? All of the cargo for different people. Yeah, that out of it. Place in private locker. We're gonna pick this up when we come back to Mexico. And I'm gonna recycle the materials we picked up. Chemicals, special alloys. That ought to be it.
Thank you so much.
Hydration recommended.
And finally, we will head to Australia. On the beach. It's getting foggy now.
Just a bit further now.
You can actually store stuff here, too. Did not know that. We're just gonna pass through for now, though. They're actually coming up out of the tar? What's this coffin they're carrying around?
What's the deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake. Oh. And a big one at that. Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully.
I was tempted to just walk on through, right? Makes the whole thing a lot more cinematic. If you have lightning strikes coming down. Ooh. Cryptoites. Not that we need it. Can I actually go to Australia with my tri-cruiser? Do I have to leave it over here? Lots of okay, yeah, I guess we're leaving it. Lots of cryptobites. Corals for these. And that must be the boundary for the gate. You just got off at the imagery they show. It's these three again. Oh, these five.
Strange place, if ever I've seen one.
Strange is a bit of an understatement, Dolman. Pass through the gate and enter Australia.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, let us keep moving, but avoid the tar, because this kind of looks dangerous.
Just a bit further now.
It's not too far by the looks of it. Only 100 meters. Kinda glad we packed light for this situation. Activating terminal. that'll be our first location in Australia. You can even make out the general shape of the continent. Blade Gate, Osmax. Got threat elimination and stealthy elimination plus 100 for some reason. Like, what is it? Was it counting all the bandit stuff I was doing? Yeah.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again, Sam. The chiral network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
Interesting. I was not expecting us to go back to the Magellan so soon. If anything, I was expecting them to be like, connect one more knot, and then we'll appear. Now the question is, who is our mysterious patron? No, I'll just give you a like, okay? He's probably celebrating coming to Australia. And I think I can sort of connect with that feeling.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the shit, and this whole operation, at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Interesting. Is he connected? Like, he must know. Not sure what's going on. Like, he must know all the other characters. And I wonder if this is like a one-time choice. I would trust. Lochner shouldn't be around. Like, Lochner died, right? Die Hardman, I don't trust too much because he was hiding a lot of stuff from us. Among the two people I do trust, it would be Deadman and Heartman. But Dead Man is, well, insofar as we know, he's found his beach and he's just gone over to the other side. So that leaves us with Heartman.
Sam, it's Hartman. No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in Australia.
I had a feeling that was what's going to happen because we haven't met Hartman yet. Dead Man is dead and Lochner is dead too. So the only person I can possibly use, I believe the right choice here is actually Die Hard Man. But let's try the other choices first, right? See what happens.
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
Yep. You're not really giving me a choice here. This is the illusion of choice at its best. Although I'm thoroughly entertained by this.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lochner, we're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's card now resides within Lochner. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So technically, there's only one option here, and it's the one person that we cannot trust, so to speak. But sure, let's go with Die Hardman.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
What incarnation are you doing?
Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president?
The president?
The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter.
That is an easy
Sam, it may interest
transfer
you to
of
know
responsibility
that
right there,
Australia
with your
will
words.
also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia
signal on
once
this book.
full chiral connectivity
Interesting.
is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses.
So what you're saying is that if you connect Australia, you technically gain a connection to every other continent out there.
In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so.
I was not expecting the crab to move.
Tell me, though. Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
Something tells me there's no way this guy's
It will be
on
your
our
job
side.
to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
He's not happy about it, though. Even if it is the only thing he's good at. Are we gonna have another nightmare or something? Probably, right? Doom sufferers and their nightmares. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess that would have been too obvious a conclusion. New entry added to corporate. It's Charlie Hartman now, the president.
To go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the Deirdre Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew hat. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
That's it. Everything's okay.
We are no closer to figuring out what this Lou is just yet, though. We're seeing. The mystery still awaits. So we got a couple of data entries. Let me take a quick look. A lot of the data entries in this game has just been reiteration of information they're telling us in cutscenes, so I haven't really been checking it out too much. But there might be something that's going on. Die Hardman. Commander of Bridges and dedicated his life. Okay, we know all this stuff from the first one. I am actually looking for... What was it? I guess I'll find out when we see it. Raw weapons, fieldware. On the right place. Yeah, I guess this is the right place. Cryo crystals. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of stuff I didn't really read. Just because they are reiterating a lot of the information that we already know. Oh, this is interesting. This is something I did not know. That, like, one of my assumptions was that time just doesn't exist on the beach, but it seems it just passes very slowly. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about before. Like, even though I'm sort of reading the databases expecting like new information about these phenomena, they're actually just telling us what we already know. In this case, we know that this gate was formed due to Sam connecting up the UCA, and that now we're doing the same thing over here in Australia in order, or hoping that it will allow more gates to open up to other land masses. Australia. Death Stranding brought about the destruction of Australia in much the same way as it did the USA. In Mexico, survivors lie scattered across a handful of cities, separated and isolated from each other. Huh, okay. Some more information as well, like they have no interest in actually developing the place. Cairns. Yeah, that's it for now. I kind of just wanted to check the information on the chiral network. Let's drink our drinks to improve our stamina and probably eat a crypto bite while we're at it. Drink. A part of me kind of feels bad when you see the message that pops up and says, Sam's hunger has somewhat been satiated, because honestly, I wish we had an option to fully satiate his hunger. Sam doesn't seem like a person who eats too much. So I'm realizing that we're not getting any stamina boosts here. Our stamina might actually be maxed out already, and I didn't realize it. Let's freshen up, and then we'll check the sink for that hat they were talking about. Oh, you can actually sleep? Oh, interesting. Use sync. Probably put on that hat, Sam. Customized look. You can change Dolman's colors? No, I'm gonna... It feels kind of... it feels kind of weird to change his colors, right? Like you're doing something on behalf of someone else, so I'm gonna avoid that for now. The drawbridge hat, the KG... Oh, Kojima Pro hat. Gonna go with the drawbridge one for now. And you can change the colors on this too. Surprisingly, I think lighter hats do a better job of keeping out the sun, so we're gonna go with the light color. Practicality, everyone. Practicality in our video games.
Nice.
Kind of matches him, though. Let's talk with Dog One, and then we'll head out. Speak with fragile
You
afterwards.
know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion.
Okay, that that actually makes me feel a lot better. At least Dolman is completely okay with us changing his colors.
Impeccable taste, Sam. Outstanding. I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy.
Looks like we've exhausted our dialogue with him. I still can't quite change the color of my suit, though. Also, I'm starting to realize that the figures you're seeing might actually be our connections, the connections we're doing back on the surface. Because we seem to be increasing that sigil or display there each time we connect someplace. Yep.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
This is definitely not Lou we're connecting to. We're seeing somebody else's memories.
Another curious vision.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
So I guess we're gonna find out soon enough.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
The first point in Australia that must be connected. Oh, excuse me. Did I accidentally? Okay.
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage.
Is a shelter inhabited by the government? Okay, yes, the same as before. They're just giving us the same information. Deliver a chiral decontaminator to help. And looks like we are actually going through BT territory, but luckily, people has built us a timefall shelter. We might be able to just deal with the enemy BTs here. It's covered in a red mist. Interesting. Do I actually have to go through, if it's like, if this area is suffering from BTs, then it means it's raining. So going through here might not be too easy, all things considered. We could try, like, this is taking me, like, the straight route is just taking me across mountains. We could just try going around it, right? So take an easier path and not rough terrain. The government.
Commencing route creation.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can hit these spots as we go along. Actually, what are these black... Is that tar? We might have to alter our route a bit, depending on what it is. Risk level is pretty minimal because of the way we chose. God, it's actually a large packet too.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
APAS enhancements are now available.
We have a skill tree? Activating an enhancement requires you to create an unbroken connection to it using your available memory. Your enhancements can be freely changed whenever you have chiral network coverage, allowing you to select a bespoke loadout for specific orders. Improve water filtration. Emergency vehicle charger. Dramatically reduces the time taken to hack and unlock new post boxes, an essential enhancement for retrieval operations where every second count. Oh, this actually sounds pretty useful. If you can take a look at weather forecasts. I get it now. This is actually basing it off my own star rank, right? That's the reason why the combat stuff is so minimal, and why stealth is minimal, because that is the two things that I've actually not been using too much, or haven't been able to improve too much. Well, I generally prefer stealth stuff, so we're gonna go with those first. Ah, okay. This explains why a lot of the one of the things I was wondering about was whether players are actually leaving request signs. But if the game was automatically doing it for them, it makes much more sense, especially since the aid signs appear in regular locations like bases and near other NPC locations. Adds a mode to the Order Deck's terrain scanner, which reduces its overall detection area in order to increase its range. What? This enhancement is sensor mode change. Oh, okay. It's actually giving me the option to switch between the two, right? Let's go with you first. I only have 35 memory left. It's like some of these actually cost. And I kind of want to get this as well, though. How much are you? You are actually pretty expensive. Okay, that'll be a good spread for now. Not exactly what I was expecting to happen, but here we are. Must have gotten some new seals if this is coming up. Hey, Kink. Welcome to the stream. Somebody's left their cruiser here at 2. Not what I was expecting. I'm not gonna take the tricycle this time just because we don't quite know the lay of the land yet. I'll take the en route way for now. Transporter boots, assault rifle. I have an assault rifle, a mazer gun, city gun. Climbing anchor, PCC. I'll take one more ladder. Oh, no worries. I'm guessing you're talking about Charlie, which was equally as weird. After seeing what you've seen yesterday and today, how are you feeling about Dead Stranding? Like, are you still of the impression that it is a walking simulator? Oh, I don't have too much materials here, right? So this is actually not ideal. Should have made some more stuff before I left yesterday. I mean before we left Mexico. Thankfully, ladders don't require too much. Man, I might be a bit too... that cutscene happens only if Sam is overburdened. Yeah, he is overburdened. Okay, we need to source some stuff. This actually takes a lot of space, though. Like, that alone is costing us a bit. Gonna put the transporter boots in. Do I need the blood bag? Yeah, it's still, like, we're still heavily loaded. What are we carrying that's so heavy? I'm gonna put the sticky gun in as well, and the extra blood bags. We don't quite need it. Transporter boots. Do I have a ladder? Okay, I made the extra ladders, but it seems like I'm just gonna keep it, just so we can keep the weight at the minimum here. Since we're walking, it's better to go light. So welcome to Australia, King. It's not the Australia you and I know, though. Oh, no worries. I do believe our connection to YouTube has improved as well, so you should be able to watch on YouTube just fine. But yeah, as I was saying, welcome to Australia, but it's not the Australia that you and I are familiar with. Oh, it's already started raining. Well, this can't be good. In hindsight, you know what? I'm gonna make a save here, because we might need to reload, just in case. Like, I'm not bringing any container repair sprays. Well, I can tell you one thing, there's definitely spiders. Now, kangaroos, that's up in the air for a bit. I was trying to give it likes, but I ended up not being able to use it too much there. Okay, we are technically in BT territory already. So what's with the weird red mist? Why is it getting creepy? Yeah, I'm getting out of here. This is not the path I was intending to follow anyway, so... Oh, even this area has BTs.
Your Ultradeck's twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your Ultradeck's movements as you proceed.
It seems to be pointing to a BT right in front of us. Yeah, rather than ladders, what I should have been bringing is actually container repair sprays if we're gonna go through such rainy spaces. Yeah, that's BT right there. A giant one, too. Not the type I'm used to seeing. Okay, we are a little close. If the order deck's giving us that signal. Oh, I'm kind of surprised that I can actually see them, which was not the case before. Oh, the game actually automatically put that up for me. I'm gonna...
Is that all you got?
That was not what I was intending to say, but... Yeah, it is automatically placing it. There's a timefall shelter here we can use, though. And hopefully we can get to it before the cargo is messed up. I also lost track of my route. Oh, it's down there. Can't rest in BT territory. There's... Oh, this is actually still showing the other sign. I thought it was showing a BT right in front of that. That was not the case. No, the threat has passed for now. Not exactly seeing a way to get across.
Might there be somewhere we can cross more easily?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Dolman, in case you were wondering. There does seem to be a photo op opportunity over there. It doesn't seem like we can actually get over there just yet. Not unless we connect the first one and get some resources to connect the place back up, right? There is a BT around here as well. Actually, I might need to reroute my... Yeah. We are definitely going through BT territory, whether we like it or not. Just gotta follow the river until we find a place we can cross. And this might actually be the safest place, right? Oh, hold on, the warning sign kind of tells me the otherwise. So let's try following the river while avoiding all the BTs in the area. In hindsight, I really should have brought some container repair sprays, right? Although it feels like if I head nearer to the river, we sort of get out of the BT range. There's another BT around here somewhere. I don't see it though. Special alloys, you are a little too heavy for me to carry at the moment. Yeah, there's one right over there. It makes a world of difference when you can actually see them, which wasn't the case before. Not sure what was most terrifying, the fact that you couldn't see them or the fact that you can see them. Hovering over you like an omnipotent threat. Yeah, let me see if we can find a way out of this rain. I felt like... Yeah, that's the person we're trying to avoid. In case you didn't quite realize that. And a lot of these gaps are a little too large for us to cross. Right, that out of it. It's still raining, but we're out of danger territory. So if we make a run for it, we can probably make it to the knot before our cargo then gets too much damage. Or if we're lucky, we can get to a more sunny spot. I'll think about it, because, you know, with this game, I really like playing it. So I might just play it for quite a bit. Still too deep. That place looks a bit more promising. Oh, and nice. I think we're getting out of the rain. Wait, no, that's not what I intended to do. Thank you. No, the thing is, the rain is actually corrosive. The rain in this game, like, ages stuff, right? It makes things older. New feature, math fabrication. You can now fabricate different items simultaneously. Thought we could do that already. I'm trying to see if I can find a way out of rainy territory. Really, I can reach the other side, but there's an obstacle in my way. Oh, there we go. You know, King, I love the fact that you're asking questions like this, but it's partly because you sort of don't quite know how this works. Like, this isn't ages, right? Like, this isn't the amount of time. Okay, let me put it this way. If Sam wasn't wearing his suit right now, which is specially made, he would age and die in around a minute. That's how much time is affecting the containers. So they're already sort of made of special stuff. It's just that even with that special stuff, it's still enough to corrode whatever you're trying to bring.
Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
It'll be a lot easier once we connect it, though.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
I actually sound Australian. It's kind of funny. No offense to the Australians out there.
You're really something, aren't you? Bet the cargo would say the same if it could. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad he managed to bring it in.
Old Oz.
Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
The funny thing is, even though the continents are disconnected, they still have shelters in these different areas. And that is our first location in Australia connected. The governance base, Old Oz. gun. It's a net gun, of course. I remember this one.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I got a bunch of stealth from that one.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, might be able to make our dream a reality.
Interesting
Want to build a world
sound
where
effect
even
right
the
there.
weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the death stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the Plate Gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs.
Okay, so the area we went through, I'm not sure if you know, King, but in the original, you couldn't see the BTs, right? And they were very small. But in the area we went through, we could not only see the BTs, which is a thing because Sam's levels have upgraded, but they were a lot larger. I'm guessing those were the watches. So if I'd actually gone closer to that rock, like you said, I would have been seen by the BT.
We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure. Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities.
Living
It's an
beings and
improvement that
other
builds on the
entities.
sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
Okay, now we're actually getting upgrades that we didn't have in the original.
Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
I am
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the Cairo network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
I might avoid doing the main quest for now and just do the sub quest, even though I'm relying more on stealth than anything else.
A new sub-order is now available for you.
Yeah, because this guy is not too far from where we are. And this order actually... But wait. Okay, this order is actually not too far. But it's going the opposite way, so I'm going to take the sub-order for now. It's kind of heavy, though.
This cargo has been designated breakable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there was breakable cargo before too, right? In the original, but it was very, very rare. And I'm guessing this is going to give us a sniper rifle ourselves.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
Okay, that is nice of you. Components. A pouch that can store... Okay, oh, this is very nice. Not using too much ammo, so hope this doesn't actually make this heavier though. Desert yellow. Black camo. Normal. I think black would be suitable for the Australian environment we're seeing right now, right? Or red, I guess. Let's go with Snow White, Wolf Grey Olive Drab. Match up the color of his... You know what, let's just go with Desert Yellow. I changed my mind. And Dolman, you can sort of match us as well. Don't think I have anything I kind of want to use right now, though. The augmented motion scanner. Let's disable that and get this instead. Fabricate equipment. Yeah, I think I want to have a couple of container repair sprays just in case. Do I have an X-ray mazer on me? Might actually not have too much trouble with this delivery. Oh wait, we might. Okay, I take back what I said, because we're actually having to go through BT territory to get to this fellow. And it doesn't seem like this is rideable terrain. There are a couple of things we can use here, so I'm gonna take the route over here for now.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Gonna store you, and I had an extra mazer. Didn't really need that. You know what? Let me carry the assault rifle just in case. And let's also take a look at other subquests. Recover 5 discarded old Oz diaries. This is also in the opposite direction though.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Wait, how are you gonna perform reconnaissance again?
There we go. Get out of my way. Thanks for the help. Thank you kindly. Came in handy.
Dude, you are welcome. Your battles will always be intense. You know, the funny thing is, I saw a video of like an entire team gang up on a welcome, and they still couldn't. Like, they barely were able to defeat that welcome. Yes, that fellow was solo. Like, the entire team and a Vulcan was on that solo Vulcan. Oh, come on, there are BTs in this area too? Really? Where is this thing? The odor deck is pointing right where we're going, so this could be a bit dangerous of a route. Not the most ideal route to be taking when you're carrying fragile cargo. I'm still not seeing the BT. Oh, it's over there. What's with the weird statue? Oh, you are getting closer. I better hoof it. Hey, whoever built this here, I really appreciate it. Now, however, we are disconnected from the chiral network, so we're not going to get any more help. That's not you. Like, out of all the people who were chatting with me on stream, King, I think you're about the only person who I know cannot be around to. Oh, there's one right here. We're gonna go around it. You cannot be around to help me because you don't own a PlayStation 5. I know you are very PC heavy. Oh, come on, did it actually see me? Kinda doubt it, because I feel like you prefer PC vastly over, like, consoles, right? And you're always asking about upgrades, too. There's another one right here. Holy cow. This entire place is filled with them. Back off, buddy. I don't. So what the BTs are gonna do is once they find you, they'll drag you into a boss battle. They'll damage your cargo and they'll drag you into a boss battle. So because they're gonna damage our cargo, we're trying to avoid getting in their way as much as possible. There's another one right in front of me. Where's the one over here? It's kind of difficult because you can't quite see it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got the general idea. So let me check the condition of our cargo. Thankfully, the time fall isn't affecting it too much. Oh, okay. Eh, I need to actually repair. Why would I increase my brightness? What for? What do you mean not allow you to play? It's your gaming. I won't stop you from playing anything. Now, the consequences of your own gaming is up to you though. Like if you damage something because you got jump scared, that's on you. Area is really difficult to navigate. It does seem to be a path around though. And with a little luck, we might be out of range of the BTs soon enough. Nope, we are not. Also unbalanced here. Oh. That was close. Like, this is fragile equipment. Nothing stopping you from getting your own, is what I'm saying. Just a moment ago, you were like, I have my own PlayStation 5, and now I'm like, sponsor. Oh, so you, between you and me, you actually have more viewers, King. You're the one who's supposed to be sponsoring me.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Good job, Lou. We made it through. Kinda interesting you're getting like likes from Lou, even though Dollman was indicating that this might actually not be the real Lou. They do have wrist shoulders. Yeah, he'll actually give you a thumb. She will give you a thumbs up, and the bubbles she blows will be in heart shapes. Like Lou is helping us detect the BTs, so yeah. Before we give that, let's actually use that container spray and repair everything.
expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent.
You can always use it at your place, just make sure you have enough space. Also, it depends on what type of VR you're getting. For you, I'd recommend you try the Meta Quest, right? Because the Meta Quest doesn't have any wires, at least the later ones. I don't recommend getting the PSVR 2. It is a better screen, but it is wired, and you have to go through some hoops to connect it to the PC. With the Meta Quest, if you rearrange the furniture a bit in your room, you'll actually have more than enough space to play safely without hitting anything.
Of all the things I never expected to receive, you bloody ripper.
You bloody ripper. What is a... I don't even know what he was talking about. We didn't get a single star. That is unfortunate.
I appreciate what you've done for me, really. But I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this chiral network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet. There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
Oh, so I actually have to complete... No wonder I didn't get 1 star. It's actually stopping me from getting it, even though I delivered the extra orders. So, if you're looking for a VR request, my one would be The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's not fully horror, but it is an extremely, extremely good VR. And it has shooter mechanics and everything, which you will really like. There are also a lot of multiplayer... multiplayer shooter games on VR, which I think you'll find fun. The other game which I recommend is I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, Super Hot, right? Super Hot. The way Super Hot works is that enemies will move only when you move. So it's like you're... So it's if I had to describe it, Super Hot is like you're playing an action movie, but everyone else's actions are based on how fast or whatever movements you're doing. So if you stop, they'll stop, which means you can do stuff like if an enemy shoots you and if you stop and you see a bullet heading you, you can use a knife to parry it, or you can shoot that bullet out of the air by yourself. So there's a lot of fun stuff like that. You can knock enemies over into each other. You can throw a knife at one enemy, turn around, shoot another. Yep, time only moves when you move, and it's an amazing concept in VR. It works like really well. Like, and once you start getting into it, it really feels like you're in an action movie. It's one of my favorite VR games. So I would recommend you start off with those. Then of course there's the usual suggestion for anyone who's playing VR, which is Beat Saber, right? Like if you like doing dancey beat stuff, that is the way to go. I'm gonna put all these on my back, and then I'm gonna use one of the container repair sprays to just give it a nice dose. Actually, you're not repairing anything. Interesting. It's not as intensive as you think, right? Because like most people who play Beat Saber, if you look at that, they keep their main movements very minimal. Like especially for the hardest songs, it's more about just flicking your wrists. Now there are people who actually dance to Beat Saber, and you'll see videos of those two, like full body capture videos. Well, they'll dance while doing the beats. That will give you a full body workout. Well, I wasn't actually aiming for my head. I was aiming for the cargo on my back, but apparently I can't repair it. So, never mind. But I'm... Oh, I can't even fabricate here, because he's not allowing me to use anything. Recover the mementos from the BT area. You actually want me to go into the BT area and get you stuff, huh? I'll need to lock in here, because making your way across this terrain is a bit more difficult than I was expecting. I might need to use a couple of ladders and climbing gear. Just mark here, and we'll go through. Yeah, I'm not gonna make out a path, because it's kind of difficult to find. But he's actually giving me a ladder, which is nice. He's giving me a couple of ladders. Oh, so that's what he meant when he can reconnaissance the area. This is actually very interesting. Did not know that was a thing. How heavy am I anyway at the moment? I'm halfway to my limit. I'm gonna leave you behind because don't quite need you at the moment. Didn't really need the assault rifle either. But yeah, just gonna offload you inside this guy's place. And it will disappear or we can come back and get it later. It's not raining right now, but it's gonna rain as soon as we enter the BT area. Gonna remove all the markers and mark this place. I think I do need a route for this, right? Here. Like, this feels like the most stable way to get here. Oh, it's very dark now.
Take care, Sam.
And we've technically entered BT territory as Sam is shivering. Yeah, it's getting red. I'm actually heading towards the BT, not away from it. Which is a bit unfortunate, all things considered. Where are you? Oh, you're behind there. That makes things a bit easier. Climbing anchor. Oh, you saw me, didn't you? Wait, where'd he go? Oh, okay. I thought he saw me, but maybe he didn't. There's another one here, too. Glad I brought a lot of ladders. See, King, I'm very used to ghost stuff. I think I told you this before, but originally our house was built on a graveyard. So all sorts of weird stuff used to pop out or happen in our general vicinity. There's one very nearby. There's another one right there. This thing is actually in the tar.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
You know, I can almost, like, it's interesting the sound effects they use, because it almost feels like somebody's banging on your door, right? The little knock knock sound. Oh, he did actually see me. That's why he's back at the position where I was at. Like, he must have spotted me from a distance and went to check up on what was happening. Maybe we can sneak by. While he goes back to his original position. Doesn't seem like there are too many BTs now. We can probably safely deliver the cargo. Despite the general creepiness the game is going for. Coronet is indeed a dangerous mech because of his orbital drop.
Have a go at that. You actually managed managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. That is one flawless-looking delivery. Bring on the next. You are no average porter, mate. That much is crystal clear. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
Got a little too bored with winning on all those winning all those matches on Vulcan, did you? The Lone Commander. Finally seeing all the other structures people have put on to help us. And as you kind of figured, he actually gives us a tranquilizing sniper rifle.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The form is a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided, and maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die. It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me. The commander. You've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill. Mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle? All the bloodshed? For the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now, fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your chiral network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down. My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon, so fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance.
Oh,
and
interesting.
finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you.
Sounds like the sniper. Just so you know, King, the sniper rifle wasn't the thing in the original Death Stranding. Like didn't really like relying on weapons too much because the message was that you're trying to bring people together. In Dead Stranding 2, it's more like a compromise between the violence and seeking a peaceful solution, right? So we're getting stuff like the sniper rifle. But this is not silence, making this perhaps most ideal to use for that one last enemy you need to take down, or maybe two enemies that you can take down, because it's going to alert the base, right? If it was silence, I might have actually used this a lot more.
Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one, but they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover, far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilised, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke, making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
Why do I get the feeling that we might actually need to use the sniper rifle? So let me recycle some of our stuff. I'm going to recycle the container spray, and we have a bunch of... Trying to keep ourselves as light as possible. And you are actually an M, which makes you kind of heavy. Yeah, it does look like I have to use the sniper rifle, because it seems like bandits are moving into that area. Thankfully, now that we connected up the chiral network, moving through the area without having to use container sprays is going to be a lot easier. Especially with the timefall shelter here. There's also a request here. So it's kind of getting overshot by the player one. You know what? I'm just gonna put a marker over here just so that we know. And we're gonna draw this path down. Can probably use this. Get down. Then try to take care of these guys over here.
Gotcha.
Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Don't be a stranger.
Very impressive work, Sam.
There's actually a path here which we could have used to use with the vehicle. So like I don't need to use it just yet. But this is also sort of ideal, right? Because, well, yeah, it's ideal because it's nighttime. We can, if we reach the bandits' place before it becomes morning, we'll have an easier time dealing with them. Let me make a save just in case. So I just realized it's almost 11 p.m. See, this is the problem with Death Stranding. Like, once I start playing the game, I get, like, totally hooked on it. Is there a way down here? Time to use one of those anchors, right? We have a bunch of them.
Come on.
Oh, you are losing your balance really quickly now. Unlike usual.
This ain't bad.
Wait, wasn't there a package around here? There's actually a bunch of packages, but I thought there was one more nearby. Either I picked it up or I completely forgot where it is.
Thanks for the help. Thank you, Karen. Thanks for the help. Do it.
It's almost morning. We couldn't make it to the bandit base before. Okay, something I did not know about the ropes, that you could extend or retract them. There's also a climbing anchor here placed by someone else.
Came in handy. Thank you, Kyle. Came in handy. Thanks for the help.
Okay, this is telling me that instead of... let's remove all the markers, place one over here. That ought to be the ideal point for me to take a look at the bandit base down there.
Someone's out there.
Pretty sure this mission is intended to
Word
teach
of
us...
warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
Yeah, I think the intention is to actually teach us how to use a sniper rifle in this fight. But I kind of prefer doing things stealthy, so we are gonna exit out of this area for a bit. Save. Let's see if we can take these guys down with stealth. There seems to be like only 2 enemies around here, or 4 enemies. Maybe more though. Lots of materials. Yeah, there seems to be only 4 enemies. This guy seems to be moving. Everyone else is pretty static. No, this fellow was moving too, because I believe he was at the back before. So we want to take care of this guy, since he's the one that's the most mobile at the moment.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
The other fellow we want to take care of, he's moving. Oh, even this guy moves like very slightly. There's a chance he might see this fellow. It's a bit of a shame we can't track the bodies with us. I'm gonna wait for him to move to the other side, and then we'll take care of the guy guarding the rock over there. And once he starts to move the other way, we'll slowly close in. With that, the entire base is neutralized. We can... We can begin to recover the cargo that we came to see here for. Pretty heavy stuff too, by the looks of it. Yeah, I might actually need to come back here with a vehicle. Premium shirt. So much stuff in here. Wow. I'm gonna leave the alloys and the tools because we're gonna be coming back. For now, I'm gonna just take the equipment that we need. And hope I don't become too overweight that it becomes difficult to move. We're definitely gonna hit the medium weight here. The orange weight.
Two wheels up.
Right. Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Yeah, I really should have made at least one vehicle that allows us to get to these fixes a lot more quickly. I wasn't making a vehicle earlier because it seemed like it was like really rocky terrain and not at all ideal for traversing with one, but that does not seem to be the case actually.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
You're gonna D&D at this time of night? Alright, I'll catch you later. I'm actually about to stop the stream as well because it's almost 11 p.m., right? Thanks for joining me for the little time. I'll probably try to join you guys for Make or Break tomorrow. Because no stream duties or anything. Right, catch you later.
retrieve that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details. This cargo is in exceptional condition. You are the best. I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate. I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work. We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Got our hands on those bastards' gear now. And it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here. Also, something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect. Call it a hunch, giving you more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you. You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could. Strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up shop on an island he never leaves so he could devote himself to his research. And if you head north from here, past West Fort Knot, you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this research, I've only met him once myself, and I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell it was he was trying to build. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit. He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knot, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knot. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excels at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knot, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands. I'm honestly not sure how he's getting on these days, but if you could bring him into the chiral network, you would gain the support of a powerful ally. This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this. I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
Yeah. I wonder, can I remove the back protector and actually placing 2 chiral anti-gravity devices? We barely... You know what? Let's use one for now. Because it seems like you kind of need chemicals for this. Make sure we recycle everything we don't need. I haven't been finding much use for the assault rifle MP, so I'm gonna scrap it for now. And I have an extra PCC as well. we are gonna store inside. And an extra Maser handgun too, I completely forgot about that. There we go. Tools and fieldware, tools and fieldware.
Did you notice that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
Well, I actually wouldn't be doing it if for the perk, which automatically does it. Let's actually fabricate some stuff and send it to people. I have an extra pair of tracking boots, but that's what I'm using. I'm kind of worried we don't have enough materials at the moment, though. So 2 tracking boots, 2 ladders, 2 climbing anchors. That'll be enough, right? Yeah, good. This ought to be a good spread of stuff to give to the people who are requesting. Oh, you actually want weapons, not these. This is unfortunate. You, however, want fieldware, so I can give it to you. Gonna fabricate some weapons to give to that sign as well. Definitely need a lot of maybe a machine pistol and an assault rifle would be. I might be dipping into our stock of reserves a little too early though. But since we cleared out that bandit camp, we have some stuff that we can use. That's really convenient that a lot of people have played before us. Okay, first things first. Where is that? Where exactly is the bandit camp again? Wait, did they respawn here? They couldn't have, right? Yeah, I think it's still neutralized. Which means we can finally start tracking all this stuff back to the government area. Chiral decontamination filters. Blood bag as well. Presents.
Nice. A trail.
These are excellent materials. This is gonna really encumber us. You are leaning, yeah, extremely close to the other side. Kind of need to offload some of the stuff on the trike. So yeah, I forgot to like this vehicle.
Thanks for the help. This one's for you.
Come to think of it, this is actually my friend's vehicle. I think that's about it for what we can connect there. We're still a bit heavy, but it should be enough to allow us to get whatever equipment's left. Like the ceramics over here. And that last piece of... No, Sam, that is not what I intended to do. The last piece of metal in the box. Yeah, I might actually just change out that armor for a bunch of anti-gravity stuff, just because it gives us extra carry capacity. This feels like a good way to get your cargo damaged. Better just take the long way around.
Thanks for the help. Man, thanks for the help.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Weapons. Do I have any? I have an assault rifle. I guess I can give that one.
Okay.
Maybe wins.
Hey there. Let me just... We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad. I'd say it's about time I gave you this. We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And contact. Contract cap boost adds additional instances to an already existing feature, boosting its efficiency.
With your help, we were able to improve the design of the spare ammo container and create a version with a much bigger capacity. That's not an overstatement. It'll let you carry a lot more ammunition. That way, you don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favorites. That sounds good to you? Give it a try.
Order completed. Well done.
I think I had a pretty eventful stream today. We made it to Australia, did a few stuff here. I am gonna call it for now. If anyone's still watching, good night and take care. Bye.